the stuff y'all be saying that was active at the time, or this was this at the time, y'all had it all wrong. But that's another conversation for another day. So anyway, another conversation for
Melody Shari recently made an unexpected announcement. She is leaving Love and Marriage, Huntsville. But moving forward, it is not what one would have predicted. From TV drama to brave new undertakings, here's the reality and the reason her future feels more promising than ever.
Trust level hasn't been where I would like for it to be when it comes to you.
And I'm trying to do everything that I can.
I don't like late gym nights. Figure that part out where you don't have to go to the gym at night.
Melody Shari formally done with Love and Marriage, Huntsville. She just made a move no one noticed. Following the show will help you know Melody has been at the center of the drama, development, and life-changing events from day one. She and Martell Holt helped develop the show. Not only were they cast members, their objective was to showcase Huntsville Black real estate agents that excelled. But for Melody especially, what began as a series with a corporate aim gradually became a roller coaster of personal highs and lows. Fans saw her handle a devastating public divorce, corporate worries, and strong cast ties. Through it all, she remained strong, winning respect for her resilience and sincerity. But after 9 seasons, she's stepping away. And her reason? She's choosing to put her peace and future over the continuous on-screen turmoil. In her farewell, Melody thanked fans for their support and reflected on the things she's earned on the show. She confessed it wasn't always easy, but loved the platform it offered her. Now, she's gearing up for new ventures, ones that have nothing to do with reality TV. Melody Shari didn't just wake up one day and decide to leave Love and Marriage, Huntsville. This choice was a long time coming. After years of public battle, personal agony, and behind-the-scenes warfare, she eventually cried, "Enough! Let's break it all down."
You didn't know that I wouldn't be okay with you still being friends with, getting off the phone with me to talk to somebody who's putting me through hell.
Listen, you say that, and that's one time.
How do you think that feels if you my
So I've
homegirl
acknowledged
and
it.
this joker's on the phone
Can I
about me
finish?
go friend out?
First, the continual drama. From violent arguments to social media confrontations, Melody was always at the midst of it all. And while the program thrived on that instability, it took a significant toll on her. The continual back and forth with castmates, especially when things turned personal, became too much. It ceased being entertainment and started upsetting her peace. Then there came her divorce. In 2020, Melody's marriage to Martell Holt fell apart in front of the world. The infidelity, the lies, the heartbreak, it was all disclosed for millions to watch. Imagine going through the most horrible time of your life with everyone watching, criticizing, and commenting. That type of exposure wasn't just hurtful, it was depleted. And despite her efforts to keep things professional, the implications from her divorce continued creeping back into the show. But what truly sealed the deal? The poison environment. Melody has seen that what was once a platform for excellent portrayal evolved into a battlefield. The negativity, the repeated reliving of earlier tragedies, and the toxic tone behind the scenes made it clear it was time to leave away.
Nothing is worth your peace. Nothing at all.
Melody Shari's leave from Love and Marriage, Huntsville wasn't just a casual goodbye. It was a gutsy, heartfelt decision. In her speech, she reminisced on the emotional roller coaster of the past 9 seasons, expressing immense thanks for the experience and the fans who supported her. She shared, "In 2018, I decided to share my life with the world as a cast member on the Oprah Winfrey Network's Love and Marriage, Huntsville. At the time, I had no concept what to expect. I simply knew that bringing this play to life had been a dream of mine, and achieving it was another milestone I could proudly mark off my list. I've always been incredibly ambitious, and I believe this was a step in the right direction for many reasons." Melody admits that the journey was anything but easy. The intense public scrutiny, personal problems, and on-screen instability took a toll. But despite the challenges, she remained appreciative for the lessons learned and the progress she experienced. Her message was clear. She valued the platform, the people she interacted with, and the chances the show brought into her life. She reflected, because of my time on the show, much of my life is now documented and established in history. I've been given with chances beyond my fantasies. I've had the opportunity of meeting some fantastic people while also learning painful lessons about life, relationships, and friendships. I count it all as a blessing because, without pressure, there is no diamond. It is not easy to bear some of your darkest periods in front of the world, but it becomes easier when you know you were meant to handle the heat. However, Melody didn't linger on the past. Instead, she focused on her optimism for the future. While she didn't reveal too many details, she hinted at important initiatives in the works, ventures that align with her passions and ideals. For Melody, stepping back isn't about retreating. It's about going forward into something new, something more significant. She continued, "Still, this story must come to a close, and here is the end of my holiday with love and marriage. Huntsville. I am thankful for the support of individuals who have showed me grace, loyalty, and love. None of it has gone unnoticed, and it will never be forgotten. I am thrilled for my new chapter and what's to come. God bless." Melody underlined the value of keeping her peace and prioritizing her well-being after years in the spotlight. The toxic climate, public disagreements, and repeated replaying of her own life made it impossible to stay. As one fan put it, she is the show. Good luck to the rest of the group.
Pour a dime-sized amount of cleanser into the palm of your hand. Rub both hands together to create a foamy lather. Massage the product into your skin using gentle circular motions. Rinse the product from face under lukewarm water or with a warm towel.
Melody Shari didn't just survive her divorce, she thrived. After divorcing with Martell Holt, she didn't hang around brooding on the past. Instead, she turned anguish into hustle, writing a brand new chapter for herself. First, she ventured into the cosmetics business with confidence, producing 7th Avenue Premier Skincare, a line meant for all skin types with natural, skin-loving ingredients. Her mission? To make self-care simple, effective, and accessible. But this wasn't just business for Melody. It was personal. She wanted others to feel as good in their skin as she did after her own path of healing. But she didn't stop there. She also leaned into her musical side. Music became her outlet, a chance to communicate her truth via deep, relatable tunes. Songs like Telltale Signs gave fans a view inside her anguish, resilience, and progress, and they associated with it big time. For Melody, it wasn't about hitting the charts, it was about reaching hearts. And then came acting. Yes, Melody switched her powers to the movies, moving into positions that allowed her to tell stories beyond her own. Acting provided her the creative freedom she needed, presenting a completely new side of her. What's remarkable is how she balanced it all, being a mom, a businesswoman, and a creative force. She didn't only turn, she reinvented herself. But Melody Shari didn't just walk away from love and marriage. Huntsville, she experienced years of suffering before finally calling it quits. And the behind-the-scenes drama? It was much more intense than what viewers observed on TV. Let's start with a custody dispute. After her divorce from Martell Holt, things didn't exactly calm down. In fact, they became worse. The two were embroiled in a fierce quarrel involving their children. And it wasn't just about court dates and legal paperwork, it was emotional warfare. At one time, Martell even faced claims of harassment, adding even more stress to an already sensitive situation. Melody endeavored to make things amicable, but co-parenting with someone you can't trust? Exhausting. But the drama didn't end with Martell. It stretched to the rest of the group. What had felt like a tight-knit group with common aims morphed into a battleground of allegations and side-eye moments. Melody found herself at battle with individuals she had considered allies. Allegations were hurled around, loyalty lines were created, and the on-screen arguments? Just the tip of the iceberg. Behind the scenes, the environment got toxic. Melody continually felt like she had to justify herself, her choices, her parenting, her truth. And then came the breaking point. Melody realized the show wasn't worth her tranquility. The relentless negativity, the never-ending instability, and the emotional drain were too much. So, she picked a choice: herself, her family, and her future over the fame.
You look gorgeous. Come on, Bob. Okay. You all look so beautiful.
Melody Shari and Carlos King were once a powerful duo. Together, they brought love and marriage, Huntsville to life. But now, things have completely gone apart. The unfollows on social media? They weren't random. They were digital mic drops, indicating the end of their working alliance. So what happened? Melody has been frank about her displeasure with the show's progress. She felt like the cuts didn't always tell the whole truth. Scenes were omitted, things were altered, and the tension was heightened for ratings. She never minded keeping it genuine, but she wanted honesty, not manufactured mayhem. And as she witnessed her own hardships being twisted into amusement, she struck her limit. Her biggest grievance? The handling of her interactions with Martell Holt. Melody sensed the production team showed Martell more courtesy than she was comfortable with, especially given their acrimonious history. Considering the emotional toll the event took on her, she expected greater assistance. Instead, she often felt lonely, like she was addressing the story alone. And immediately, there came Carlos King himself. Melody once saw him as a creative colleague who understood her vision. But with time, their contact was disrupted. What started as a shared purpose morphed into a tug-of-war over control and content. Melody craved sincerity. Carlos desired ratings. And when those two agendas clashed, things became violent.
I'm gonna name my skincare line 7th Avenue. And she was like, 7th Avenue? I like the sound of that, why is that? So let me tell you guys why 7th Avenue. 7th Avenue is the street that I grew up on.
Melody Shari may have closed the door on love and marriage, Huntsville, but trust me, she's already unlocking new ones. Her next chapter? It's packed with mystery, suspense, and maybe even a court battle that might change things up. So, what's next for Melody? She's been sending signals on social media about significant business decisions. Her skincare brand, 7th Avenue Premier Skincare, is already booming, but word on the street is that she's hungry to expand. New products, new partnerships. She's keeping it under wraps, but fans are on high alert. And when it comes to entertainment, Melody isn't stepping out of the spotlight anytime soon. She's teased new music projects, and if her former smashes are any clue, these tracks will have fans pushing repeat. Acting also looks to be on the horizon. She's already tested the waters, and Hollywood might simply be her next playgrounds, but here's where things become really interesting. Legal action. Rumors are growing that Melody is planning a lawsuit due to her experience on LAMH. Reports claim she's upset with the way some problems were handled, notably during reunion events. Some accounts say she feels production crossed a barrier, and now she's ready to fight back. Fans are watching intently. Will she drop new music? Announce a huge skincare launch? Or serve legal papers that generate headlines? One thing's for sure, Melody Shari isn't fading into the background. She's walking into her future with the same boldness that made her reality TV standout. Her tour with love and marriage, Huntsville may be done, but her tale is far from ended. From aggressive commercial moves to legal conflicts, the following chapter offers substantial shocks. Stay tuned, follow for updates, and don't miss what's coming next. It's going to be spectacular.